Title: Crash and Burn, When Secrets Come to Light. Taylor Swift was on top of the world. Her Eras tour had shattered records, her romance with NFL star Travis Kelce was the talk of the town, and her fans worshipped her every move. But behind the scenes, a storm was brewing, one that threatened to upend everything. It began with a cryptic tweet from Sean Diddy Combs. Asterisk: the truth always comes out. Watch this space. Asterisk. Speculation ran wild, but nothing could have prepared Taylor for what came next. #### the revelation. At a high-profile charity gala in Los Angeles, Diddy took the stage, ostensibly to present an award. Instead, he dropped a bombshell. "I've been in this industry for decades," Diddy began, his tone calm but cutting. "And I've seen it all. But I can't stay silent anymore when someone's image doesn't match their reality." A hush fell over the room as Diddy revealed a series of damning claims. Taylor had allegedly sabotaged smaller artists, blocking their rise to fame. She had ghostwriters penning her most iconic hits, despite her reputation as a brilliant lyricist. And most shocking of all, Diddy implied that Taylor had leveraged her relationship with Travis Kelce as a PR stunt, orchestrating every moment for maximum media coverage. The room erupted into murmurs. Cameras flashed. Social media exploded. ### Travis confronts Taylor. When Travis saw the headlines, he was stunned. The wholesome, honest Taylor he thought he knew was now shrouded in scandal. That night, he confronted her in their shared penthouse suite. "Tell me it's not true, Taylor," Travis demanded, his voice strained. "Tell me Diddy's lying." Taylor hesitated. "Travis, it's complicated." "Complicated?" Travis roared. "Did you fake us, too? Was this all for the cameras?" "No." Taylor insisted, tears streaming down her face. "I love you, Travis. But in this industry, you have to protect yourself. Sometimes that means making choices you're not proud of." But Travis wasn't convinced. The trust they'd built seemed to evaporate in an instant. ### the fallout. Diddy's exposé triggered a tidal wave of backlash. Former collaborators came forward, sharing stories that corroborated his claims. Fans were divided, some defended Taylor, while others felt betrayed. Taylor attempted damage control, releasing a tearful video on her social media accounts. "I'm not perfect," she admitted. "I've made mistakes. But everything I've done was out of love for my art and my fans." The apology fell flat. Major sponsors pulled out of deals. Ticket sales for the remaining dates of her tour plummeted. And Travis? He ended their relationship, citing the need for authenticity in his life. ### redemption or ruin? Months later, Taylor retreated from the spotlight, her career in shambles. She spent her time writing in solitude, crafting what she called her most honest work yet. When she finally returned with an acoustic album titled Raw, it was met with critical acclaim. The songs laid bare her guilt, her heartbreak, and her desperate desire for redemption. As for Diddy, he remained unapologetic. "The truth had to be told," he said in a follow-up interview. "No one's untouchable." ### epilogue. Taylor and Travis never reconciled, but they both moved on, stronger, wiser, and forever changed. And Diddy? He basked in the role of truth-teller, proving that in Hollywood, no secret stays buried forever. Title: The Scandalous Fall, Taylor Swift's Dark Secrets Exposed. It was a night that no one in Hollywood would ever forget. Taylor Swift was living her best life, seemingly the perfect girl next door. Her relationship with NFL star Travis Kelce was all anyone could talk about. Their public outings, romantic getaways, and shared moments were the envy of fans worldwide. But unbeknownst to them, something far darker was brewing behind the scenes. It all started with a phone call. Diddy, the mogul with a knack for knowing everyone's business, had been sitting on a secret. A juicy, scandalous secret that could bring Taylor's carefully constructed world crashing down. Diddy had always known more than anyone realized. He had seen the real Taylor Swift, the woman behind the persona, the manipulator, the one who always got what she wanted at any cost. Over the years, he had kept her secrets in check, knowing that he could use them at the perfect moment. And that moment had finally arrived. One evening, at an exclusive Hollywood gala, Taylor and Travis were seen laughing, holding hands, their chemistry undeniable. But in the crowd was Diddy, watching them with cold eyes. He had been gathering information for months, years, even. It wasn't just about Taylor's love life, he had dug into every corner of her career, her personal relationships, and the people she had wronged to get where she was. And now, he was about to use it all. Diddy took to his social media platform the next day, posting a cryptic message: "Truth has a way of finding its light, even in the darkest places. Some stories aren't what they seem." The world was confused at first, until Diddy dropped the bombshell. A video surfaced, revealing everything, from her manipulative tactics in the music industry to her cold-hearted manipulation of former boyfriends, including an unspoken affair with a famous director that Taylor had always denied. The most shocking revelation, however, was that she had orchestrated entire narratives in the media to keep her image flawless, even if it meant throwing people under the bus. Travis Kelce, who had been defending Taylor in interviews just days before, was blindsided. The video was a whirlwind, and he couldn't believe what he was seeing. The woman he thought he knew, the one he'd been falling for, wasn't who she appeared to be. She had been pulling the strings behind the scenes, playing everyone, even him. As the story spread, the internet went into a frenzy. Swifties were torn between disbelief and betrayal. Some couldn't accept the truth, while others felt their admiration for their idol slipping away with each new revelation. The press swarmed around Taylor like vultures, digging into every aspect of her past, unearthing even more skeletons in her closet. In a desperate attempt to salvage her reputation, Taylor held a public press conference, but it only made things worse. As she stammered through her apology, the cracks in her facade became too obvious to ignore. The world had seen the mask slip. She was no longer the golden girl of pop music, but a figure tangled in controversy and deceit. Travis, his heart shattered, distanced himself from her. The woman he had fallen for was a stranger to him now. The trust was broken, and he realized that no amount of love could fix what had been done. As Taylor Swift watched her empire crumble before her eyes, the reality set in. Diddy had exposed it all, and there was no turning back. The glamorous life she had worked so hard to maintain was now nothing more than a facade, one that had finally burned to the ground. In the end, Taylor Swift's fall from grace was swift and dramatic, a lesson in how even the brightest stars can be consumed by the very secrets they try so hard to hide. Title: Taylor Swift's Fall from Grace, Diddy exposes her dark secrets. It was supposed to be the perfect relationship. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, the golden couple of the year. Their romance had been the subject of endless media coverage, with paparazzi capturing every moment, from cozy dinner dates to game nights in Kansas City. The world was watching, waiting for Taylor to finally find happiness after her whirlwind relationships and the ups and downs of her career. But behind closed doors, Taylor's life was anything but perfect. And nobody knew that better than Sean Diddy Combs. Diddy, once a close ally of Taylor's, had quietly watched her rise to superstardom. They had collaborated on music and even attended high-profile events together. But over the years, Diddy had seen the cracks in her shiny facade, her carefully constructed image of innocence, girl-next-door charm, and romantic idealism. He knew Taylor's secrets, the ones that would shock the world. The dark sides of her past that she'd buried beneath layers of fame and fortune. Diddy had always been a master of secrets, but something inside him snapped. Perhaps it was jealousy, or the realization that Taylor had used him for her own benefit while keeping her skeletons locked away. He decided it was time for the world to know the real Taylor Swift. The moment of reckoning came one fateful night. Travis Kelce, unaware of the looming storm, had been planning a surprise romantic getaway for him and Taylor. He had always admired Taylor's sincerity, the way she seemed to wear her heart on her sleeve. But Diddy had other plans. While Travis was busy preparing for the trip, Diddy dropped the bombshell. During an exclusive interview on a popular late-night talk show, he casually revealed the shocking truth about Taylor's past. Everyone knows Taylor is the girl who writes songs about her exes, but what if I told you there's a darker side to her fame? Diddy said with a smirk. What if I told you she's manipulated people, used their emotions for her own gain, and left a trail of broken hearts? She's not the sweet girl next door you think she is. She's been playing the game all along. The media exploded with chaos as Diddy unleashed a barrage of details about Taylor's past relationships, how she allegedly used her exes for inspiration, manipulated their emotions for her songwriting, and how her public persona was a meticulously crafted lie. But the most damning revelation? Her connection with high-profile figures that went beyond professional collaborations, involving shady deals and secretive power plays. Travis, sitting at home with his phone, watched the interview in disbelief. He felt his heart sink as Diddy painted a picture of the woman he had come to love as someone entirely different. The Taylor he knew seemed like a mirage, a fleeting image of someone perfect, but now it all seemed like a cruel facade. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. As the story spread like wildfire, Taylor's world began to crumble. Fans who had once adored her now felt betrayed, disillusioned by the very person they had supported for years. The media was relentless, digging into every aspect of her life, turning her carefully curated image into a house of cards. In the midst of the chaos, Taylor reached out to Travis, hoping to salvage whatever was left of their relationship. She apologized, crying over the phone, explaining that the past was behind her and that she was ready to start fresh. But Travis, heartbroken and confused, wasn't sure if he could trust her anymore. The woman he had fallen for seemed to be a stranger, someone he didn't recognize. The once untouchable pop star found herself isolated, her reputation tarnished, her career hanging in the balance. The tabloids painted her as a villain, a master manipulator who had used her charm to get everything she wanted. The fans who had supported her for so long now turned their backs, leaving her with only the emptiness of her own creation. As for Diddy, he had accomplished what he set out to do. He watched from the sidelines, knowing that Taylor Swift's empire had fallen. It wasn't just about exposing her dark secrets, it was about showing the world that even the brightest stars could burn out. In the end, Taylor Swift's perfect life came crashing down, her dreams shattered by the weight of her own lies. And Travis Kelce, forever changed, moved on, wiser from the experience. The world moved on too, but the scars Taylor left behind would never fade. The fairy tale was over.